Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Hi.
Hopefully you can hear me. I cannot hear you. That's nothing new, though. I can normally not hear you, so thumbs up. I can't hear my cast, though, so that's going to be super interesting. Cast, say something.
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear you. Can't
Hey,
hear you, so
can
we're
you
going to
hear
figure
me?
that out. But anyway, I can tell you a little bit about what's going on, unless you can't hear me.
Oh, no.
Then that would be super bad. Oh! I hear music. I hear you!
I hear you.
Yay!
Oh, yes!
Success! I'm here! Okay. Now, let's talk about what we're here for. This is Harbingers. Welcome. This is Chapter 1, Coven. This is a live game played using the Savage Worlds Adventure Edition rule set that follows 5 witches in the year 16 as things start to look bad in their forested home of Blackpoint. I am Meghan Caves and I will be your GM this evening. You are watching us here on the DAT Network. Welcome if this is your first time. Join us, come on in, have a seat by the fire, get ready for something a bit spoopy this evening. Real quick, let's go around and meet who's here. Let's start, just tell them who you are real quick so they at least know who they're looking at. Let's start with you, Philip. Who are you?
Hey, I'm Philip Rossi, and I'm playing Bertram Thornheart.
Yes. I kind of like gave everything away when you said your name, but you know, what can you do?
But, you know,
Zoom,
it's always nice to reiterate.
Let's meet Randy. Oh,
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I
You
lost
here?
sound there for a second, but I'm
We're
back.
back.
I am losing it as well. It's coming in and out. Randy, just tell them who you are real quick. You don't have to worry about too much with your
Yeah.
character. We'll get into that for a moment. Go for it.
Well, I'm Randy Alvarenga, and I'm playing Leander Notley.
Thank you very much. And Adam?
And I'm Adam Kahn. Hello, everybody. Playing Hadrian Hattie Marth.
And,
Adrian Hattie. Adrian Hattie. Adrian.
Adrian Hattie? Adrian? Where's Adrian?
Hadrian.
Uh,
Oh,
Oh, Hadrian. I was like, what are you talking about, Adrian? And as you all may have noticed, there is no Diana this evening. She has had to go on a bit of a business trip, so unfortunately she will not be joining us, but no worries. You know, when your character's not here, it's not like you're gonna die or anything. So silly. I don't know why anyone would ever potentially think that.
I don't think she's watching right now.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So she won't see her own death. That's great. It's positive. Yeah. No, I've taken myself off track. All right, let me tell you a little bit about the game. If you're brand new to Savage Worlds, the basics are you've got your skills, you've got your die type within them. So basically, say you have the skill athletics and you have a D4 in that skill. That means you're going to roll a D4 whenever you utilize that skill. If you had a D8, you would roll a D8 for that. That's pretty much the basics of how the system works. They're the attributes, which are like charisma or those sorts of things. Those govern the skills a bit, just in categories. And then there are hindrances and edges that essentially modify the skills in both positive and negative ways. And then whenever you make a roll, because these players here are wild cards, that means they're always going to roll a wild die, which is an additional D6. So going back to our athletics, if your athletics was that D4, then whenever you make a roll, you're going to roll your D4 and your wild die D6 together, and you're going to take whichever one is the highest. That's pretty much the very foundation of the system. The rest we'll learn as we go, but now you have a starting place. So let me tell you what you out there, chat, can do during our game tonight. So the first thing you can do is send an ancestral message. So these witches, they're young and they can be a bit brash sometimes. And every once in a while, they need a little bit of advice from the ancestors, or even just you're doing good, or whatever it might be. So if you would like to do that, you can send in an ancestral message. It is $15 to donate one of those. And also every donation you make here today, every tip that you give us today goes back to support both this cast and to support the DAT network, which allows us continue to bring great programming to you. So every little bit helps, and we very much appreciate it. The other things that you can do Everything here is cumulative. So your ancestral messages will go towards the cumulative overall goal. So whenever we hit $25, the first 25 and the second $25, so 25 and 50, that's going to unlock a roll on the die of chance. That is a D20 array that has all sorts of fun, maybe a bit scary things that could happen, like some dark magic, which in effect for anyone here at the DAT Network would know that that is wild magic, which we did run into last time, as a matter of fact. You can also give our players here some bennies and rerolls, which go a long way to helping them not die in tonight's game. So it's very beneficial. So it could be anything that comes up. If, however, you roll a 20 on that D20, it's going to graduate to the die of fate, which is a D10 array. There's a lot more things in there that, well, could be good, could be bad for our players. We will just have to find out when that die gets rolled. Now, if you roll a 10 on that die, it graduates to the die of destiny, which is a D4. And everything in there is going to have narrative implications on the game itself. So that's what you can do. First 225 markers, and you can actually see it when it comes back up. There is a little donation array, and every time it's going to hit, or not array, a bar, every time it hits one of the lines in that bar is when another roll will be made. So it's $25, 25, and then after that it's every 50. So those are some of the fun things you can do. We will read those ancestral messages both before the show, at the break, and at the end. In the meat of the show, we're going to try to stay in the narrative, but I'll try to keep my eye on all of you out there. So those are some of the things that you can do. The next thing I would like to tell you all is a content warning. This show is rated R, or TVMA, for horror, violence, gore, and intense content. So prepare for that. If that's not something you want to watch, then this is a good time to maybe go do something else. Just so you know ahead of time. The next thing to know is that this actual setting that this world is set in, so this is a Savage World setting, is unknown to both you and to the cast. So this is one of the reasons why the cast is not in chat. So they will not be responding to your messages in the same way if you start chatting with them, because it's something for you all to discover together, which I just think is so exciting, and I just love to be evil in that way. All right, next up, let's meet the PCs. So what I would like you all to do is tell me who your character is, give us a little bit of a description of what they look like, highlight one mechanic, so it could be an edge, could be an hindrance, it could be something else that jumps out at you. And then I have a question. What is your PC afraid of? And let's start today with Randy. So again,
Ooh.
Randy, who is your PC? What do they look like? Highlight a mechanic, and what is your PC afraid of?
Yeah, so as I said, I'm playing Leander Notley. He's a young, very kind-faced young man with sort of disheveled hair. He wears a large hooded cloak and a green shirt. He looks very humble, sort of. He works hard, but also kind of homely, in a sense. A mechanic that I'll share, for those who watched last episode, they met his familiar. He has a hummingbird familiar named Willow. She is a red-crested hummingbird with sort of green feathers around, and very cute, that he can use her senses, so he can see through her or smell through her, sort of see things. What is something he's afraid of? Yeah. I think he's afraid of not living up to his parents' hopes. He's sort of looks at his big sister, Piper, and sees how great she is to them, and sort of wants to not be a failure in their eyes.
Yeah, that's it's not an easy thing whenever you have somebody you're trying to measure up to.
Yeah,
that's
and
awesome.
I think he's super afraid that he's already sort of lost that chance to do that.
Oh, poor Leander. Well, hopefully you'll have the chance to change that. All right, let's meet Adam. So Adam, same thing. Tell me who your character is, what they look like, highlight one mechanic that you would like to highlight today, and what is he afraid of?
Yeah, so I'm playing Hadrian Hattie Marth. He smells like the river and like fish because he is a local fish. Plain old shirt, vest. He actually wears an apron with some gear and tackle with him, and he's also got his trusty fishing pole with him at all times as well too. And as you can tell too, he has an injured, missing right eye, which actually plays into one of his mechanics, one of his hindrances. Basically, missing one eye, and I have it is a major hindrance, and I take negatives to anything farther than like 5 to 10 yards away from him. So he's not really much of an archer. Yeah, he's not much of an archer. But one things that he's afraid of. He's afraid of the woods. Like he's totally cool with being in the river. Like the dark woods are on the opposite side. No, he doesn't want to go on the other side. He's heard the stories. That's really what scares him the most. He's just like spookiness. Yeah, no. Yeah.
I love it. Afraid of woods. You're gonna. Oh man, he's just gonna be great for this season of Harbingers. It's gonna be great. It's gonna go really well for him, I think.
Right. I think so too.
Oh boy. All right. Thank you very much. Philip, same thing. Who is your character? What do they look like? Highlight a mechanic. And what is he afraid of?
You betcha. I'm playing Bertram Thornheart. He is one of the gatherers in town. Sort of wears a poncho that's stained with grass stains and berries. He sort of ranges outside of the protective palisades, the walls of town. He looks like all his clothes are really lived in. Always a little dirty, a little scruffy. And he also sort of has that vibe that he's trying to look a little bit older than he really is. You know, that type of person. I think an important trait for Bertram is the fact that he is overconfident in himself. He always thinks he knows what's best, and he is not afraid to do it because he knows it's going to come out fine. Which I think we've already seen when he jumped in the river, which maybe wasn't advisable, but and
well, hey, it worked out.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine. But I think the thing that Bertram is actually afraid of is he's afraid of something happening to his sister. He's very confident in himself, but he's not quite sure that Rowan has the same ability as him. And especially with everything that's happening now, he's concerned that something might happen.
That makes sense. Yeah, I like that. You can't control what happens to Rowan. You can only control, to a degree, what you do. So that makes sense. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much. All right. I think that we're ready to jump in. So first off, let's find out what happened last time. So last time on Harbingers, we met our 5 witches in the safety of their town of Black Point, though it didn't take long for them to start questioning that safety when Piper informed them that the elders were missing. And you see, in Black Point, the safety is only maintained if the 3 elders fulfill the nightly ritual before the sun sets. Without it, well, things don't look so good, and unfortunately for our Coven, the sun set with no ritual being completed. Last time we left our witches, Hattie, Piper, and Rowan were in the town investigating the other elders' house. They had found one of their homes and it was completely destroyed. Things were everywhere. There's a giant hole in the wall with drag marks leading out into the forest. Leander and Bertram followed those marks out into the forest, and once they got there, started hearing both Piper and Rowan calling to them within the forest, even though they had just left them from back in the village. So where we will pick up tonight is back with Piper, Rowan, and Hadrian. Just a moment ago, there was a loud noise, but it wasn't something that you heard with your ears. It was like you felt it in your body all the way through. Something cracked. Something changed. Something major. And the sun has just set. And Piper turns to Hadrian and Rowan, and she says, Hadrian, listen, I know you don't like the woods, but I'm going to need you to go find Leander and Bertram and help them find the elders. And she turns to Rowan. Rowan, you and I are going to manage this fallout. We need to hide whatever we can. These homes, just close them up and go probably to the henge and make sure that no one is freaking out. We're gonna keep everything managed. Hadrian, I know. I see the look on your. I know. You're scared.
I'm freaking out. You want me to go out into the woods by myself and find them?
Listen, it's not been very long. They couldn't have gotten far. You know exactly where they went. You are very good with being able to track and deal with the area. I think you can find them. I have complete and utter faith in you, Hadrian.
Okay. Well, if you think that I can, then okay.
Just take your fishing pole, and if you
Yep.
have maybe a weapon of some kind, could be good. And you have your magic, as we all do, and it will not desert you. You will be able to use it, and you will stay safe. Just have confidence, all right? Confidence.
Sure.
Hadrian,
yes,
confidence.
Confidence. Loads and loads of confidence. Are you two going to be okay? Because I can totally stay here and help you if you want me to.
No, we'll be all right. We have the protection of the walls, and we need to deal with apprentice and elder business here in town, and keep, hopefully, the town from freaking out. Hopefully they won't. Yes, right. Yes.
Oh, and you know what? And maybe Bertram will even say that I saved him. Aha! I saved Bertram. Great plan. Okay. And he will turn and he will start to.
Sounds like Bertram.
What do you mean, maybe? I'm like running out.
All right. So Piper and Rowan hurry off and start sort of closing the doors and kind of making sure that all of the different the elders' homes are just not obviously destroyed on the outside, and busying themselves with managing the town. So that leaves you, Hattie. You, I assume, well, actually, I'll let you tell me, what is your plan? Where are you going to start to try and catch up with Bertram and Leander?
Well, I would backtrack to the first house where we saw the busted out wall and then the drag path out into the woods. I know they went that direction, so I'm not going to venture out a new way. I shall not be a trailblazer. No, thank you. So I shall follow the trail that has already been laid down before me.
Okay, I like it. And real quick before we do that, I realized what I didn't do was check in with the tips that we have already received, and I want to just take a moment. I know we've just started, but I want to take a moment and check in with that. So, first off, let me see if I can find it. It looks like we have a resubscription from Sarcastic Fury. Thank you for that for 16 months. Nice. It's amazing. And J Matthews 85 for 3 months. Thank you. Hi, J Matthews. Lovely to see you. Ready Blair 1 has also redescribed. And as a matter of fact, I've heard that today is Blair's birthday. So very happy birthday. Welcome.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Four Gatherers has followed. I feel like you very much belong here. Jay Matthews has used some bits cheering for me for my hot mic moment describing social media. That's funny. Slit Lid has gifted him what looks like five subs. That's amazing. And I see ones to Double GXG. Garav, hello. Sarah BC1 has resubscribed for 39 months, over 3 years. That's amazing. Thank you. Wow. And 5 Foot Latina has an ancestral message for you. So everyone, right where you are, you feel like somewhere in the back of your mind, you're getting something. It's almost like a sense. And that sense tells you that your ancestors, we believe in you. You can do the thing. Thank you very much, 5-foot Latina. That's very nice of you. All right, so we check. Oh, and there's a few more that I missed. Also, looks like he who wants jeans has followed. Yay! Get those jeans, he who wants jeans. Have you found them yet? Has it happened? Sarah BC1 has hosted. Thank you so much. And it also looks like Vanessa1747 has gifted a sub to Ghost Hack. Hi, Ghost Hack. Hi, lovely to see you here. All right, I love it. So let's jump back over now to where we were with Hadrian. And you said that you were going to start where the original path was that was leading out from the Elder's house. So what I need you to do is make a survival roll.
Aww. Hey, what explosion?
Whew.
Okay,
Hey.
for a 10 total.
Wow. Yeah, so you are very nervous, but you take a moment because you really don't want to get this wrong and end up in the forest by yourself. You take a moment to take a deep breath. Remember that you can do this and focus on the tracks, and you're pretty sure that you have found the proper ones. As far as you can tell, you can see a few that look a bit fresh on top of the drag marks that were there before, and it looks like, and then you know it wasn't long ago, but that they went pretty much directly into the forest right in a straight line from this house. And that is what you are able to follow as well. But as you come to the edge of the woods, you look around. The woods, the dark woods, have never been a particularly friendly place, at least not from the way that you understand it. Yet you've not spent much time here yourself. But as you start to enter it, you hear a voice. You think? It sounds like Hetty. It's kind of off to the right. Would you like to follow it?
No, I'm gonna yell at it first. Voice out in the woods. Who's there?
Hadrian, it's me. Now, it doesn't sound like Bertram. It doesn't sound like Leander. But it sounds very familiar.
How familiar?
Like a voice you haven't heard in a very long time. But one you would know better than any other.
No. No. It can't be that voice.
Hadrian! It almost sounds a little further away now. Help me! I'm lost!
It can't be you. No.
Please come, Hadrian!
Bertram! Leander! Nope. I came out looking for those two. Only those two.
Hadrian, please help me. You left me already.
And
Why won't
Hattie
you
wants,
help?
wants to try to start staying on the path that he's on, but and trying to push the voice away.
Okay, so you're going to continue going straight down that path. All right, yeah, you're able to do that. There is a little bit of it's not a major path, but it is a pathway that they took before, so there is a bit of one there that you're able to follow. And as you enter into the woods, as you start to go deeper down into it, it's almost like the atmosphere changes. It's like it's colder here, but not just physically colder. It's something is different here. It's strange. Maybe it's just your own fear. You can't really be sure. But as you continue to walk a little bit, It's quiet, except for the occasional bird, crickets, the wind blowing through the trees. You start to maybe relax just the teeniest bit. You're not hearing a voice anymore, and as soon as you do that, to your left you hear much louder, Hadrian! Why won't you come help me?
No. How do I help? How do I help? It can't be you. It can't.
I'm stuck. I don't know where I am. I'm lost. I can't find you. I just can hear you.
He's gonna take his fishing pole and he's gonna kind of put it out into the trees towards where the voice is. And it's long. I mean, look at this thing, guys. I mean, it's a good like 8 feet in length. I mean, this thing just like keeps going. It's such a long fishing pole. He just grabs the end of it and like pushes it out, and he's like, grab it. Hold on to it really tight. Pushes it out into the trees. Oh wait, you said to my left. Hold on a second. Flip.
Yeah. Gotta get the sides right. As you do that, you hold it out, waiting to see if you can feel anything. And we're gonna just take a moment while you're waiting to see, because we have our first D20 unlocked. That, yes indeed, is the die of chance. Let's find out.
Die of chance.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wow. You guys are real excited for something that could go well for you. Let's find out. All right. Oh, yeah, in fact it does, because every single one of you gets a reroll except for me. Except for me.
Yes!
Thank you all for that. That's probably going to help them hopefully stay alive. And don't forget, this is one thing that I always forget to tell everyone at the beginning. Everyone does have bennies, because those are very important and helpful. Everybody starts with 3 bennies. It allows you to do a whole lot of different things, not just reroll, but more. It is a part of the game that already exists. You all also have the opportunity to give these folks more bennies in a roll, so we'll see if that happens, but thank you all so far. All right, so Hadrian, you have your fishing pole. You're sticking it in as far as you can, and all of a sudden you feel a light tug, and you hear, Hadrian? Is that you? Is this? I can't see. And you feel almost like somebody kind of knocks into it, as if someone maybe walked past it, and then you don't feel any tension on it any longer.
Well, last time I remember, you could see just fine, and Hadrian's gonna turn and start just start running back. Just be like, Bertram!
Oh, you're running back the other direction. I love it. Okay, so you're continuing to run back. Let's hop over and actually find out what's happening with Bertram and Leander. So last we left you, you all heard both Rowan and Piper calling to you from a bit deeper into the forest. And then, Bertram, you saw something walk behind Leander, and that is where we left you last.
Yeah.
But whatever it was, at least as far as you can tell so far, doesn't seem to be there, but it's very dark. It's very hard to tell. What would you all like to do at this moment?
What are we going to do, Bertram? Why are you looking like that?
You hear anything, Notley?
No.
Saw something.
Not.
Saw something behind you.
Is it still there?
No, it's dark. Hold on.
Can I move?
I'm going to attempt to channel my powers and cast Hunter's Eyes on myself.
Oh, I like that. And that is good, because as you start to go deeper into the forest, there will start to be illumination penalties. So, go ahead and make your spellcasting roll for that.
Spellcasting is not my strong suit.
It's okay. If you crit failed, nothing bad will happen.
I aced it. I double aced it.
Oh!
Double aced it. I've been wasting it on
If
that.
you insist.
No. 17.
17?
Yeah.
Oh my
now I get my
goodness.
17 just to see in the dark, and now when I need to use it, it's gonna be like a 2.
Do you have any, does that have any, ace conditions? Do you get anything, extra for that?
I don't think so. I'll look it up. Ugh,
It should be in
you gotta
the
be
data
kidding
there.
me.
Yeah, you are able to. You want to describe what it looks like, or do you want me to?
Yeah. I sort of close my eyes for a second, and sort of all the hair on my body stands up for a second. When I reopen them, my eyes sort of look like a wolf's eyes instead. That quality, like when you see an animal at night, and it almost looks like they have like mirrors in their eyes, like reflecting light back. That's what they look like.
Now, is this something that Leander would have seen before?
No. No way.
So, all of a sudden, and now, to be fair, you all do live in a village with all witches, so it's not overly unusual for you to see some kind of thing, but each individual witch, their powers manifest in completely different ways. They have completely different abilities, so every time you see a new one, it can be a little bit startling for sure.
Yeah. So Leander would watch that transformation and then like crouch down and hide because he's scared.
You see that, Bertram? You now see a lot better. It's still dark here, but looking around, make a notice roll.
Oh, right. No.
No notice.
The 2.
Okay. Ah, a 2. Okay. So you look around, and as far as you can tell, this area of the forest is empty. Now let's jump back over real quick to Hattie. Hattie, I think you need to give me a fear roll. So that's a spirit roll. And any negatives that are there for you, don't know if one of your hindrances might affect that. Let's see, it would be
Yellow. Yellow is a -2 to fear tests and resisting intimidation.
Yep,
Ooh.
so you're gonna be at a -2 for the spirit roll.
Good thing I got good spirit.
Oh, God! Why do you all
right.
ace your dice so much?
Because the dice don't want Hattie to die. So that is a total of a 12. So total 14 -2 is 12 with 1 ace.
Oh, well, one day for your table, one day. Yeah, you are running, and you are just going, remember, deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths. You're trying to breathe deep as you're running, and you are kind of looking
shouting
around,
for
trying to
Bertram
see.
and Leander too. Sorry.
Yes, and this kind of happens simultaneously. Bertram, Leander, you hear just this yelling, breathing, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you see it before it happens, Bertram, but Hadrian basically runs right into you, almost knocking both of you over.
I did it! I found you guys. Piper told me to come and find you, so I just found. Where did you both come from? Did you hear
Shut
the
up
voice,
for a
or was-
second.
Sorry. Did you hear the voices? The voice.
Maybe it was just Marth.
So then it was you that was talking to me?
No, I wasn't talking to you, but you were just behind Notley.
No.
It was you. Oh.
No, I didn't see you guys at all. Okay, we leave? Can we leave now? I found you. Piper told me I had just had to come and find you, so I found you. So does that mean we can go? Yeah, that means we can go. Yes.
Piper said we have to find the elders, I believe.
Yeah.
But we're all the way out in the darkness. Ah! But she just said I had to find you. So does that mean I can leave and you guys continue going on to find the elders, or do I now have to go and find the elders with you, even though technically I did find you? Sorry, breathing. Keep telling myself that.
Settle down, Marth. Listen, you don't have to come with Notley and I if you don't want to, but that just means you walking back to town by yourself. But we haven't found the elder yet, and that's what we're here to do.
I hate that you're so right. Okay. Well, I don't want to go out by myself. And if you are not coming back, at least I found you. So yeah, I don't want to go alone. Nope. No, thank you. Nope.
Marth,
Nope. Sorry.
breathe,
Breathing. Yes.
and then be quieter. We're out in the woods at night, all right?
Now I can't hear him.
Yeah, I can't either. He's gotten
sorry,
too quiet.
Sorry, I was too quiet. Too quiet. I apologize.
Okay. You have a weapon or anything on you that you brought?
And a dagger.
You brought a stick and a dagger.
Fishing pole and a dagger.
Oh, a fishing pole. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's much better. How silly of me.
I'm not a strong fighter such as yourself that can just cleave people in half with a tomahawk. I can poke them in the eye with my long stick and then run away.
How sturdy does his fishing pole look? Is it a bamboo stick, Adam? With like a line on it?
Yep. Actually, it's actually a cool little contraption. He wired a little switch just on the bottom. He presses it, and then the top pokes out, and then he can cast it that way. And then from the bottom, he just reels the line back in from that way. So it actually runs down the whole shaft of his pole.
All right. Well.
Looks very much like a fishing pole to you, Bertram.
Okay. I guess that'll.
Well,
may I?
Yeah. Yes. You go. It's my lucky one. Please be safe. Be careful.
Yeah. I'm gonna take it and hit a low branch and see if it's sturdy.
Okay. All right. So in this instance, that's an improvised weapon, which I of course don't have right in front of my face. But let's just have you roll a strength roll.
Just like to keep you on your toes, you know?
Oh, I know. I know. Oh, here we go. Perfect.
You figure it out, or you want me to roll strength?
Yeah, roll strength.
Okay, I got a 3.
You got a 3. So you take it and hit it against, you're saying another branch?
Yeah, just like a low branch. You know, not like trying to like break it in half, but just like a solid whack to see if, you know, it could actually be used as a weapon.
Okay, so you kind of whack that branch, and both the fishing pole and the branch bend, and then go right back to their original shape.
At least we know it won't break.
Yeah. I like go to grab one of the tomahawks in my belt, but then sort of look back at Hattie and think better of it and say, I would just keep that knife handy. What about you, Notley? You have something?
I have the sickle here, and my bow. I do have my bow as well. It's kind of dark though.
Well, you were not prepared for the woods, huh? Either.
We also weren't prepared for the elders to not be there, but
Okay, yeah.
Would travel.
Listen,
Got a point.
I've only been in the woods at night a couple of times. It's dark, it can be scary, and there's strange sounds. Okay? If something sounds angry, assume that it is. If something sounds dangerous, assume that it is. Stick close, don't get lost. We'll find whichever elder is dragged out here and bring him back. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And keep your bow handy, Notley. Okay, I'll heft my crossbow, double check to see if it's loaded, and see if I can continue following the path.
Okay. Yeah, so you are continuing to see if you can find those marks. Why don't you make a survival check? And at this point, everything's going to start having an illumination negative, but it shouldn't affect you as much, and I will give you all... basically, you are at -4 to anything that's sight-based, or that requires sight to work. And that's true.
Even with my dark side?
Not with the dark side. That should at least... I'll double check, but I think with your dark side that should counteract that.
Okay.
So we'll say for now you don't have any negatives. But you might
is
have
that, I still have those bugs flying around me, right? Is that gonna still affect my notice?
The bugs for the most part have dissipated, so no.
Okay.
You won't.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah. You can ignore up to 4 points of illumination penalty. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh no, what happened?
Oh, did you crit fail?
Oh!
No!
See, I knew it! I knew I wasted all those aces. How many 6s do you need to see in the dark? Not that many.
All right. I like it. So, you go down
I'm too excited
look.
about the crit fails, so I don't know what they mean.
Well, it depends on what you crit fail on. So you are looking down, and what you notice about these drag marks, they're a little hard to tell, but you're pretty sure they lead off of the path and into the woods to the right. So you continue to follow that down, and I assume you let everyone else know that that is the way to go. And so you do head that way. Randy and Hadrian, do you follow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Bertram is kind of taken off really quickly, so you have to catch up really quick, and you kind of get to where he left the path, and you're pretty sure, yes, Leander, you're pretty sure he went over to the left. So you head off that way to the left, and Hadrian, you were trying to continue, get your fishing pole fixed, and you're pretty sure, well, you think they went right, and so you veer off to the right a little bit, hoping to catch up. And Hadrian, as you continue, for you hear, Hadrian, is that you? Are you coming?
Yeah, Bertram, I'm right behind you. Not Bertram's voice, is it?
Bertram. It's not Bertram. It's Killian, Hadrian. It's your brother.
Killian, where'd Bertram go? Are you with Bertram?
I don't know who Bertram is. Why are you asking me these questions? Hadrian, make a notice roll at a -4.
Oh, poop. Notice rolls are really, really good because I got one eyeball.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
No, that's a
Additional
lie.
negatives.
Oh, well, that's an explosion. Come on. Oh, that's another one!
That eye
Wow.
is real good.
Oh, that is
It is when you're scared, I guess.
At the -4,
six
that is
after?
a 6. Yes.
6 after. Okay, wow. So you are looking around trying to find Bertram, because you're pretty sure Bertram was right in front of you, and you see some movement kind of up ahead. It almost looks like, it looks like somebody is standing up. You can see their silhouette just barely in the moonlight, and once again, from that place, you hear, Hadrian? Is that you? Why did you leave me? Why did you?
I didn't mean to. I don't remember what happened. I was told to forget. I don't know what happened.
You were told to forget about me?
I-
How could you forget about me?
No, I did it. I did it, but I don't remember what happened. You were there, and then you were gone, and nobody could tell me why. And then Hadrian actually just like starts just kind of like cowering down, and yeah, he's starting to freak out. He's starting to get scared.
Make a fear check at a -2. So spirit.
Okay. Come on, spirit, don't let me down! Oh, it's not letting me down because that's an explosion!
Do you have loaded dice? What is
No.
happening?
Do not. That is an 11.
An 11. Wow. Okay, so you feel like you're starting to freak out. This is not... You don't really understand what's going on, but you're still able to keep it together because you think, well, maybe it's Bertram, or maybe it's Leander, and they're just playing a trick on you, or you're not sure, or something. But it's not. It couldn't be your brother. It couldn't. There's no possible way. Hadrian, I've been here this whole time, and you've never come. You've never come to find me. Here, I've just been lost. Here. If only you had come to look, then maybe I wouldn't be lost.
I didn't know.
Well, you know now, so why won't you come over here?
Scared
Of me?
of this place, and you're here, but they're not. I'm confused, and you're talking to me, and
Well,
I want to see you.
Well, I'm right here. You just have to come closer. So we're gonna jump over to Leander. Leander, you find yourself in the woods, and you're pretty sure that, well, that Bertram was right in front of you, and Hadrian's right behind. Where's Hadrian? Everybody seems maybe they're just ahead. Maybe if you go a bit more forward, you'll be able to see them. And then you hear Leander? How is that you? And this, Leander, is a voice you haven't heard for quite a few years. But you would know that voice anywhere because it's the voice of a very close friend of yours, Stanley.
What? It can't be you.
I don't know. I just feel everything hurts. It hurts. It's like my life or my energy is being sucked out of my skin. I don't know what's happening. Leander, help me.
And he's gonna go towards it.
Okay, so you head towards the voice and make a notice roll.
All right.
And your notice
Five.
also will be at a minus.
Oh, right,
-4.
-4. So that would be a 1.
Would you like to re-roll it? You have some re-rolls as well.
That's almost the most I could get on that dice. So no.
But you can explode it. That's the magic of Savage Worlds.
Here, I'll give you my
okay.
magic, Randy. Magic.
I'm okay. I'm gonna take whatever it is.
Okay. So you look around and you can't. You're trying to. You can't see Stanley. Somehow, it seems that Stanley is in the forest and needs some help, and so you continue to try to figure out where he is, and your foot catches on something, and you go tumbling forward, and then when you turn to look around, well, right there is Stanley.
Oh my god.
Leander, and you can't see him. Oh, this filter does not like my green screen. You can't see him very well, but he looks like he's kind of laid on the ground, and he looks like he's all like wrapped up upon himself as if in pain, and it's hard to see him, but the little that you can see, it does look like Stanley, and you don't know how. And he says, oh, Leander, I hurt so much. Weren't we just at convocation? I don't understand what's happening. I don't know why everything hurts so much. Make it stop.
He's gonna run over to where he's wrapped up and try to use some of his magic to stop it.
Okay. What would you
And
like
he
to
is
use?
he is desperately trying to take off some vines to move them somehow. Probably entangle would be the best spell to try to do
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I would let you, in this instance, use Entangle to try to sort of reverse it, almost. So, one of two things here. If you're trying to do this by sight, it's going to inflict the illumination penalty. If you're going to try to do it by feel, I'll give you a -2 instead, because you know this spell. But there's still the chance that it's not gonna...
I mean, he is running on emotions. I don't think he's necessarily trying to see what's happening, so that makes more sense anyway. -2. That's a 5.
A 5.
This-
That's a success. So spend your power points, and you just try to tap in to your awareness of nature, and you start to ask the vines and the leaves and the branches and the ground in this area to pull away to help stop the pain from this location that you can sense of your friend Stanley. And as that happens, you hear Stanley go, "Oh, what is happening? Oh, okay, I think
He's
I
gonna
can
stop
move a little bit
immediately.
more." Okay.
He's gonna stop.
You stop that, and Stanley just goes, "Oh, what is it? Hurts so bad. What did you do to me? Why did you do this to me? I thought we were friends, Leander."
I didn't do anything. I didn't mean to do it. And he's just gonna like lose it. He's
Okay. So Leander you're confused, you don't know what's happening, and this has brought up one of the most emotional things you've ever experienced. So let's take a moment here and let's see what's happening with Bertram. Bertram, you are continuing to try to follow those tracks, and you've gotten yourself a bit further into the woods, but now as you stop, it's like the tracks have just disappeared. You don't know where they are. You don't. This is wait. Where's Leander and Hattie? Where have they gone? And as you're looking around, you hear a very familiar voice. In fact, it's your voice. And you hear, "Oh, did you lose the people who were with you?"
Oh? Can I tell where it's coming from?
Yeah. Actually, looking right ahead of you, a little bit deeper into the forest, is a figure that's leaning against a tree. Looks kind of familiar. Looks a lot like your height, your build. I
What
know.
are you?
What am I? I think the question we should be asking is, what are you? I know
What do you mean?
what you don't know. I know what you did. I know what you're going to do. I know what you hide.
You're just a trick of the forest.
Oh. Is that what this is? Is that what you are? Are you just a trick of the forest? Don't you know? Haven't you noticed that things have changed?
No, everything's the same.
Oh. Is it? Is that what the same looks like? Don't have to sleep anywhere near as much, do you? Find yourself tossing and turning, or just not sleeping at all. Except when you do sleep, it's filled with nightmares, right? Horrible things of you. Maybe even you doing some of those horrible things.
Get out of my head.
Oh, I'm not in your head. Oh, well, I suppose it depends on how you're looking at it. I could be in your head, or maybe it's just you in there, or maybe there's something else in there with you. Or maybe it's just you. Who can say, really? So let's take a moment here. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna slowly bring my crossbow up. This is how Bertram solves problems.
I like it. All right, so you're going to bring your crossbow up, and let's jump back over to Hadrian. Hadrian, you don't know what's going on. You are able to keep as much of your cool as you possibly can. You don't know if somebody's playing a trick on you. What would you like to do here?
Doesn't want to go running through the woods because he feels like he's alone. If he just goes running, he'll get lost further. He would just look up and he would be like, if it's really Killian, he reaches forward and he says, "Take my hand, please."
As you do that, you see some movement, and something or someone grabs your hand.
How's it feel?
That's a good question. It doesn't feel all that unusual. It feels maybe a little bit too cold, though. And as you sit there with this hand grabbing yours, it starts to squeeze a little bit harder, almost becoming painful.
No.
What? Hadrian? What? I just need your help. I just... And as Killian starts to say that, you feel him start to pull on you. And I'm going to need you to make let's make a strength roll. We'll make this opposed.
Strength roll?
Yes.
Okay. You want explosions?
Oh, wow. Did it explode? Uh-oh. What happened?
No.
Uh-oh, is it the opposite?
I got 2 1s.
Oh boy, okay, let's see here. Well, and not even, I had Ganya,
It was great for one week, guys.
wow. So, as you feel this happening. You try to pull away. You feel your whole body being dragged. I mean, it's almost like whoever this is, Killian or whomever, has so much strength that you feel like a rag doll. It's just dragging you into the woods, and it's all you can do to hold on to the things that you had or have with you. So let's jump back over real quick to Leander. Leander, you don't know what's happening, but it appears that Stanley is here. He's in pain, and it feels like everything you do only makes it worse. Leander, why did you hurt me like this? I thought that we were friends. I was helping you. I was helping you get the thing that you wanted. I was helping you do the magic that you felt like you hadn't. And you hurt me. I don't even know where I am anymore.
Tell me how I can help, and I'll do it.
Just help me stand up. And he reaches a hand out to you.
I take the hand.
He grabs your hand very hard and pulls with his entire weight all the way up to stand. And as he stands, he looks tall, thin. It doesn't look good. And he says, "Come with me." And he pulls on your hand as he starts to walk deeper into the forest. And let's jump over to Bertram. You had just raised your bow, your crossbow, up at this figure. Did you want to fire it?
I do.
Okay. Then you're going to make a shooting roll, and you won't have illumination penalties because of your dark sight.
I'm gonna use a reroll.
Okay. Using a reroll.
Rossi.
Got a 4.
A 4. So, as you shoot, you just aim, and you see your bolt just go flying directly at the heart of whatever is standing there, and it goes directly through it, and it just laughs. Did you really think that would work? Oh, you did! Aren't you supposed to be a gatherer? What do you even know? I don't know how you've survived this long. Oh! Well... You're trying, but is it enough?
I don't understand. I'm gonna frantically try to reload my crossbow.
Oh, you're gonna reload, try again. Do you think you'll get anything better this time, Bertram? How is it that you... Ugh. You don't know enough to answer this question. I don't even know. What a disgusting
What do you want?
place. What do I want? Oh, well, I want a lot of things. I want your fear. Part of me wants your soul, but, well, whether or not I'm going to get that remains to be seen. But I suppose it depends on which one of me is talking right now. Are there more? Who am I? Oh, I love keeping you in mystery. Well, time to go. Guess you'll never find out. And as this person says that, they turn around and run into the woods away from you.
Shit. I'm gonna chase off after them.
All right, so you're trying to run after. All right, so
Very different reactions.
I don't know. I want to do this. Let's let me have you roll a notice roll. You won't have any negatives because of your dark sight. How long does that last again? I assume it's like 5 minutes.
An hour.
Oh, an hour.
Yeah.
You got it.
4.
A 4. That is a success. So you are able to see this thing continuing to move, and as you're looking at it, you are sure you're looking at it. It just disappears into what looks like almost like a cloud of darkness. And then to your right, you hear... You thought you were gonna catch me, didn't you? How cute of you. And looking over, you see the same figure leaning against a tree in a completely different place than it was before. And something about this reminds you, there's something familiar. It's not just the form. There's something else about it that's familiar, and you don't know what it is, but it does not make you feel okay. It makes you afraid in a way that you're not used to feeling. So make me a spirit roll at a -2.
Oh boy.
Come on, spirit.
Iced. It's gonna be 13.
13. You think about it. Something about this frightens you, but, well, it's probably nothing. And you kind of brush it away. You remind yourself that you're brave, you're strong, and you're tough, and you can take whatever comes to you. But still, something seems strangely familiar about whatever this is. So let's jump back over to Hadrian. Hadrian, you are being dragged through the forest. There's not much you can do. You're going deeper away from any path. It's darker here. It's all you can do to keep yourself from getting too many bumps and bruises on the rocks and the branches and the trees and the ground as you're being dragged. And then all of a sudden it stops. Nothing is holding your hand any longer. It's quiet.
Was it like dragging me across the ground, or like I'm like following?
It was
like,
dragging you
inland. Okay.
across the ground. It didn't wait for you to use your legs.
I would just raise my head up a little bit. You weren't Killian. You weren't Killian, were you?
There's no answer.
Killian would never have done that. You hear me? You're not the real Killian.
In the distance, you hear just a ghostly laugh that sounds like it's getting further and further away. But now you find yourself completely and utterly alone. Let's jump back over to Leander. Leander, Stanley has a hold of your hand and is walking through the forest, and at first he was leaning on you a little bit, but now he's starting to walk almost ahead of you, almost too fast. He's holding your hand really hard and pulling you along the pathway without any word.
How did you get here? I thought I would never see you again. No, slow down!
And Willow has started to flit around your head, panicking. She's saying, danger, danger, danger! And all of a sudden, the grip on your hand ceases. And looking around, Stanley is nowhere to be seen. And as you look around as well, you notice that there's no Bertram, there's no Hattie, only the dark nighttime forest.
Hello?
Willow perches on your shoulder and snuggles a bit closer to your neck, shivering a bit. You say hello into the forest, and a bird somewhere above takes flight. But beyond that, no one answers you. jumping back over to Bertram. This figure that was here stares at you a little longer, and looking right at it, it starts to fade into the darkness, almost like a wisp of smoke, with a laugh as ghostly as it, leaving you completely alone. And this is a great time to take a quick break. So, real quick, I just want to jump in before we take that break, because we do have a few more things that have come through, because you all are absolutely fantastic. We've got Artemis, who donated 13. Hi, Artemis. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. You're the one who allowed us to push right over and get that first D20 array roll, which was a lot of fun. We've got Vampire54, who's resubscribed for 8 months, which is amazing. Voodoo
Nice.
Goth 11 has given us some bits. G Jorts or J Jorts, or I don't know. I want to read that as French. Has followed. Girl Wonder Anne has followed, and Vanessa 1747 has used some bits. Thank you all so much. I very much appreciate it. We will be back in just a few minutes, so stay tuned to see what happens next.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, nothing. It's just someone took the last of the coffee and didn't make any more.
Well, it wasn't me. I don't even drink coffee.
No, I wasn't really blaming you.
Then what?
Well, I was just...
Oh, I get it.
I'm sorry. I didn't even know you were there.
But I'm always there, Matthew. I'm Jesus.
Okay.
Did you not get the memo? The part right here? Thou shalt not take my name in vain?
I actually did not get that.
Maybe we should revisit this part. About lies.
We don't really need to do that. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
I hope not. You don't hear me running around the office yelling, Matthew Johnson, every time I stub my toe or get a pube caught in my zipper.
What?
Matthew, I'm going to forgive you. It's kind of what I do. But watch yourself, okay?
God damn it.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, nothing?
Oh my
God damn it.
Take back when you turn, Dick.
He had his freaking finger out of his...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Also like how you went right into lens. You're like, lens, wrong.
Yes.
The wrong sound is never right. Don't let the wrong sound ruin the moment at your gaming table. Sirenscape has dozens of sound sets designed by gamers for gamers that add the atmosphere you need for epic tabletop gaming. See? The right sound sounds right. Epic games need epic sound. Journey to Sirenscape.com to download the app for free. And be sure to catch Sirenscape in action on Dragons and Things every Friday night at 6 p.m. Pacific on Twitch. There are legends of a mighty forge where the greatest tabletop weapons are smithed by expert crafters from the finest of materials. Only the strongest of adventurers may wield such relics. Weapons and armor forged from the strongest metals. Mystic foci for the forces of fate, carved from the finest stones. And unique treasures that cannot be found anywhere else in the realms. But beware, the forces of evil may find dark and powerful relics of their own in the online armory. Arm yourself with these gaming relics and equipment to take your tabletop adventures to exciting new dimensions. Go to NorseFoundry.com now to arm yourself with the finest weapons in the realms. Gather your crew and prepare to embark on the journey of a lifetime as you explore the packed worlds of the Starfinder universe, taking on the role of a science fantasy hero customized to fit your playstyle. But danger lurks amongst the stars. Will you fight back with advanced weaponry and cunning tactics? Or will your hero wield the devastating forces that fuse magic and technology together to alter reality? Your crew must come together if you have any hope of victory. In Starfinder, every decision drives the adventure as you build an epic saga with your friends. Bring your story to life in a game where the fate of the worlds rests on the answer to the most important question of all. What do you do? Begin your journey into the Starfinder universe today with the Starfinder Beginner Box, now available at Paizo.com, your local gaming store, and anywhere else adventure can be found.
The games we play are the stories we create.
The fortress doors swing open.
Every story is unique.
And the sound of war drums rises.
Sometimes our stories come to us when we least expect them. We need to be ready no matter where inspiration strikes. And sometimes our stories are told over great distances. No matter where your journey leads you or how your story is told. The games we play are the stories we create. Sirenscape can help make yours epic.
Sirenscape is searchable, fast, and customizable from any device with no need to pre-install any sound. Adding epic atmosphere to your game has never been easier.
I'm muted. Let's try that again. Hello and welcome back to Harbingers. We have one more follow that happened in the in-between, and that's Turtle Doll has followed. Thank you so much, Turtle Doll, and welcome. How's everybody doing? Feeling good? Not terrified? Hopefully? No?
Oh, definitely terrified.
A little terrified.
Only slightly. All right. Let's head back in. I think we can get right back into it. So, where we left last, we were in the dark forest. Everyone has seemingly been separated, having been led astray by someone or something. And now you each find yourself alone in the middle of the forest, not knowing which way you came from. You could guess, but feeling completely and utterly lost. Is there anything anyone would like to do right now?
I think I'm gonna try to track myself back to the map.
Okay.
And I'm positive that I can.
Make a survival roll. And you don't have illumination negatives because you have dark sight.
Got a 5.
A 5, yeah, that's a success. So you take a moment to get your bearings. You know that you know this forest, and you are pretty sure you can find the direction you came from. And in fact, as you take a moment, you look around, you do see a few broken, low branches, which you're pretty sure is the path that you came from as you were moving a bit fast. So you can head off back that direction. What about Leander and Hadrian? Is there anything you all would like to do? You don't have to have anything. I just want you to have the option. Okay. So, as you all find yourself, Bertram, trying to find your way back, the rest of you find yourself alone, all at the same time. Each of you here crying. It sounds like a child crying. What would you like to do?
Hattie would immediately stand up. Does it sound like a child, an adult?
Sounds like a child. Yeah, a young child.
Yeah, he would immediately stand up and see if he could determine what direction it's coming from.
Okay, so you take a moment and let's have you make a notice roll. There won't be any illumination penalties to this one, or sight-based penalties.
Explosion!
Wow.
And a 7.
Okay, 7. Yeah, so you take a moment, you hear this child crying, you listen to it, and yes, you feel like it's coming a little bit to your right. Do you want to go that direction?
Yeah, he would stand up, wipe his pants off, of the tear from his eye, and then he's gonna lower his head, grab his pole, and just take a deep breath and walk to where the crying.
Okay. All right, Leander, Bertram, what about you?
Go ahead, Randy.
All right. I would hear the crying and sort of look to my side where Willow is and go, "Thank you, friend. I don't want to fall for the same trick twice. I should have known it wouldn't have been Stanley." And he's gonna sort of hear where it's coming from, like try to see where it's coming from and go the opposite direction, like just sort of try to move away from it.
Okay,
maybe that'll work.
Let's make it a notice roll. No illumination penalties, just regular.
All right. 5.
A 5. Yeah, that's a success. So you take a moment to listen. It sounds like it's coming a bit from your left, so you turn all the way around and head the opposite direction. Bertram.
Slowly.
What would you... Slowly the opposite direction. I like it. What would
I feel like I should go retrace my steps, but I know the woods are weird, but it's not like you hear babies crying in them every day. So I'm gonna check it out, but I want to like not make my presence known. Like just use my footballs really carefully.
Okay, so then you would need to make a stealth roll for that.
That's a 4.
That's a success. So you are able to go slow, and I'll say you, since you were already kind of going a direction, you've gotten your bearings so you can tell where this is coming from. And you start to head towards the crying, and you feel pretty confident that you're heading the right direction, because it does sound like it's getting louder, but all of a sudden you hear some rustling. It almost sounds like something moving nearby through the woods.
I'm gonna drop down, like take a knee and bring my crossbow up, see if I can, like get a bead on it.
Okay. All right. So as you take a moment to look around, you still hear it's like it's continuing to moving kind of slowly, you think, but it sounds pretty steady. And as whatever it is moving, you hear saying, "Thank you, friend. I shouldn't have listened." And you realize, oh, that's Leander's voice.
Okay. Then I will try to like swiftly move to him without making too much sound. Because I gave them all a big talk about not making a bunch of sound in the woods, so I don't want to be like, "Yo, Leander, it's me, your boy Bertram."
Okay. So are you just trying to be quiet for anything else in the woods, or are you trying to be to conceal yourself from Leander as well?
I'm not trying to conceal myself from Leander, but I'm trying not to make a ton of noise for everything else.
Okay, so make a stealth roll. 5. Yeah, you are able to do that. Leander, make a notice roll.
Right.
No negatives to this.
Ace. 10.
A 10. Yeah. So you're standing there. You've said a few things to Willow, and all of a sudden you feel somebody coming up near you. You just feel them. You're not sure, and then you see Bertram.
He's gonna scream, like just a blood-curdling scream. Like,
shut up!
Oh,
Hadrian. Hadrian, you hear a blood-curdling scream.
How close does it sound?
Pretty close by, not far from this other crying as well, but it sounds separate from that. Sounds sort of in the same direction, but kind of to the side.
All right. Yeah, he hears that. He's just gonna go flat, like on the ground.
You don't hear
Just
anything
listen.
else except for the crying.
Leander! Bertram!
Oh boy. Okay.
He does a loud whisper.
Bertram and Leander, make a notice roll at a minus. Oh boy. I'm gonna say it a -4, because that's gonna be. It's still a loud whisper, but.
Ooh, Ace. What? That's 9 -4.
No.
5. I heard it.
That's a success. Yeah, so Leander, Bertram has scared the crap out of you. Just out of nowhere. And then you hear, almost like it isn't there, your name, and Bertram, pretty sure it's Hattie that you're hearing somewhere nearby.
Bertram?
Motley, what did I say? Stay with me, man.
I wasn't trying to lose you. Trust me, I don't want to
Now you're
be lost
yelling
in
in the
here.
woods. What's wrong with you?
I'm not yelling. I think I hear Hattie somewhere over there. It sounds different from the other voices I've heard so far.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't hear anything.
I heard crying from over there, and I definitely don't want to go that direction. So as long as it's not that direction, I'll leave it up to you. But I swear, I think I heard something over there.
Can you be quiet? Can you not scream your head off if we see something?
I'll try.
No, just don't.
Okay.
Okay. All right, you lead the way.
Me?
I can't hear anything.
Right. I guess I'm leading the way, very scared.
Okay, I like it. So let's do it this way. Both Leander, all of you can make a noticed roll. Sight-based, we'll go with the illumination penalty -4, except for you, Bertram, obviously. See if you all can see each other.
Use a reroll.
A reroll, all right.
I got 1 with the -4.
Ah, okay.
Explosion.
Wow!
A 5 -4.
5 -4? So you got a 1
No,
as
that-
well,
that-
or is it a 5 after?
No.
Oh, it's after.
The 5 after -4.
Okay. Yeah, so you said their names and you waited. And now you hear a little bit of movement. And you see somebody, and it looks like it might be Leander.
Leander, don't scream! Is that you?
Is that you?
Yeah, and Hattie's gonna like jump up and just like grab him, like, and then and reaches over and grabs Bertram and pulls him into. But oh my god! Don't ever do that to me again. Don't ever leave me like that again. That was terrifying. You're both okay? Okay. Get out of here!
What part of stick close do you not understand, Marth?
I was right behind you!
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't walk so fast.
Yeah, I walk faster than everybody. How'd you get so quick?
Forget about it. Okay. All right, look. Just get back to the path and follow the tracks, find the elder, and then we'll go back to town, okay?
What about...
I don't want to find the elder anymore.
I don't either. And what about the baby crying too? Or is that just
Still crying?
Yeah, still crying. Sounds very nearby though.
Listen. We'll figure out what's making the sound. Sneak up on it. It's probably just a strange trick of the wood. Okay? When we see that it's nothing, we'll move on, find the elder, get back to town. We can't leave the elder out here. If you two are scared, imagine how scared the elders will be.
But they're the elders. They don't get scared, do they? Do they?
I hope not. But...
Yeah, well, they also don't miss the ritual every night. But look what happened.
True. Okay. Can we stay closer together this time? I don't want to be split up again.
Yes. Okay.
Well,
all right.
Should we all grab a hold of my fishing pole?
I need both hands for my crossbow.
Leander's gonna grab one part of the fishing pole.
Okay. I love it. So Bertram, you've got 2 friends here with you, holding a fishing pole.
All right. Now stick close to me. We're gonna move very quietly. step where I step, do what I do, don't speak. Alright, I'm gonna try to sneak towards this baby sound.
All right, so if you all want to
No,
sneak
no.
together, everyone will need to make a stealth roll.
I don't want to go to the baby.
Oh, double aced it!
Ooh!
Aced it
Well,
again!
don't worry.
Aced it again!
Wow!
Wait,
Oh my gosh.
Jeez, man.
14.
I aced it as well.
Yeah!
Wow.
But I just got a 9 that time.
Wow.
I'm not as cool.
Can
I
add
haven't
my
gotten
numbers
as many
together
as
on this
everybody else. This is just me catching up.
one? I can add my numbers together on this one, right? Is that okay? No. Okay.
No.
It's okay. It's a 6.
Oh, it's a 6, yes. So you all are successful, and Bertram, you're actually pleasantly surprised that both Hadrian and Leander seem to be fairly quiet for once.
All because Hattie's
so-
not breathing right now. He's holding his breath.
Well, that's another problem. So at this point, when was the last time all of you slept? Because it is getting pretty late into the night right now. At least past midnight, you're pretty sure.
Probably last night for me.
Yeah.
Like 9,
So not
10
a
o'clock.
full. Okay. So not too long, but you are starting to feel a little bit tired as you move ahead. But you're able to sneak very quietly, and you actually come to just not a big clearing, but enough of a clearing where there's some moonlight that's coming in, and there's this patch of very tall grass that almost sounds like it's humming in as the wind comes through, whistles lightly, and off to the side of it is a little girl who looks like she couldn't be much more than 5. And she's just sitting near a tree with her arms wrapped around her knees, her face in her knees as well, crying.
Does she look like she's belongs to the town?
Yeah, she looks like she could. Mm-hmm.
Hattie whispers, "Don't go into the tall grass."
Martha, how are we supposed to get to this girl without going into the tall grass?
Around it?
What would a little
This
girl
way?
be out in the woods at this time?
I don't know. What are the elders doing out here? What are we doing out here?
Looking for the elders?
Whoever took them.
None of us should have to be here. I should be talking to Topaz.
I'm sure she's fine. I hope she's fine.
Yeah, me too. So let's figure this out.
Do
any of you recognize her from town?
So, whenever, after you all have chatted a bit, you look back, you see that she is standing there staring at you. And when you all look at her, she goes, and she turns around and runs. And she was kind of to the side of that grass. So she turns around and runs a little bit further into the trees.
Shit. Right, stick close. I'll just grab the edge of my poncho and push it into Adrian's hand.
Okay, I like it.
Come on.
Poncho, stick. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
And then we'll
Okay.
take off as quickly as we can with this weird elephant train we've got going on.
Okay, so you all take off after this little girl, and you can kind of see her ahead of you. She's running and hiding and kind of jumping in between a few trees here and there, and then she goes behind this big, tall tree, and then you don't see her anymore.
Little girl. Sorry,
Whenever-
choking on my water.
Don't choke on your water. When you call out to her, she kind of, you see like a little bit of movement peek from around the tree, just a little hand. But then as you get a better look at this little girl, she doesn't look right. Something looks wrong. And right as you see that, you also see something else that's starting to pull itself up out of the ground. It's starting to walk towards you. It doesn't look alive, and we are going to move into a combat.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So
coming
far
from the
you
tall
see
grass.
snot. Thank
Good.
goodness. All right. So you see two things that are coming after you right now. Let's draw some cards for initiative. So the first will go to Hadrian. It is a Jack of Spades. The next one is a 7 of Clubs for Bertram. And then we have a 2 of Diamonds for Leander. And for our friends, we have a 3 of Hearts. Would anyone like to spend a Benny to redraw? No? All right. So then that means the first to go will be Hadrian. Hadrian, you're not far from these two, but you're not anywhere near melee distance or anything like that. What would you like to do?
First he's gonna gasp. as
Oh,
first
you know
thing.
what? That's a good
no,
point.
what?
I think everybody needs to make some fear checks real quick. Make a spirit roll. No negatives.
Oh, shucks.
Spirit roll.
Ooh, I aced it. 14.
Wow. Okay. You are not afraid.
I'm
7.
gonna spend a Benny.
7? You're gonna spend a Benny. Okay.
Let's spend a Benny.
7 is a
Yeah.
success.
Okay, that gives me a 4.
Okay. All right. So you all see what looks like two bodies that don't look as whole as they should be. They don't look as alive as they should be either. And they are coming right for you. So, Hattie, continue with your turn.
Yeah,
Was
yeah,
it
I
the
see
weird
that.
thing out of the ground and the kid?
Yep.
I would just sit there. I'm holding on to. I'm looking up at Bertram. These things are farther away, and then I look back at Leander, and I just look at him and I say, Leander, may your aim be true. And his fist starts to glow blue, and Leander, you feel like your fingers become more dexterous, and almost like your eyes kind of start to shift a little bit. I want to try to boost trait his shooting.
Oh, nice. I like it. Okay.
Spellcasting for me, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, and I'll say no illumination penalty here. But anything sight-based will have that illumination penalty, incidentally.
Okay, cool. That is a 5.
A 5, that is a success. So that means, I believe, that you will be utilizing the next highest die type from whatever you have for shooting. And that, I believe, is for 5 rounds. But I'll
5
let
rounds.
Adam
That is,
confirm that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is correct, and
Sweet.
that is 2 power points of mine.
Yeah, so you feel almost like you're soaking in something. It just makes you feel like, I don't know, a little bit more confident in being able to aim. All right, nice. Is there anything else you would like to do, Hadrian?
I'll go ahead and and then I'll just say I'll take my stick, I'll pull it, and then I'll just kind of get into a defensive mode, kind of holding it from like the farther end. Maybe I can push these things back if they get a little bit too close. Because of my 8-foot-long fishing pole, I have reach.
Oh, there you go.
Pathfinder.
I like it.
D&D rules. It all works. It all works.
Sounds good. All right, so that was your turn. Next up is Bertram. What would you like to do?
Okay, I am going to cast a spell, and then I'm going to shoot my crossbow.
Okay. Cast a spell and then shoot. Oh, what's the thing's gone?
That's
So
a
you're going to
-2
be
to
at
both,
a minus. Yeah, you've been at -2 to both, but you're going to be if either of them are well. Yeah, you won't have the sight-based penalty because you have dark sight. Yep, -2 to both.
Maybe this is a bad idea. Use a Benny to reroll.
Okay, Benny to reroll.
No, that was even worse. Okay, so my spell does not go off.
Okay.
Classic.
So you're only gonna have, you're only gonna subtract 1 power point for that. You don't have to spend all of them. It's just the 1. Incidentally.
And then I try, but it doesn't. And I just forget about it, and I'll shoot my crossbow. There's no time.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 5 to hit.
5 to hit. Okay, let me go back over here. Yep, that will hit. Roll your damage.
8.
8. You will shake them. Which one were you trying to hit?
The creepy thing, not the undead girl.
Okay. Yes, you were able to shake them. So you see that your bolt kind of goes through an arm, and it kind of sends the thing turning sideways, and it seems like it's a little bit just taken off of its course. All right, would you like to move? Or are you good?
I think I'm good. I don't necessarily need to get closer to these things right now.
Okay, I like it. All right, then that means the next up will be these creatures. So they are going to, I'm going to say that they aren't quite close enough to you all this round, so they're just going to run. So we're going to see how close they can get. Ooh, they got a 6. So I'm going to say they can get all the way up to you. And both of them, I assume, Bertram, that you were in the front because you were in the front before. So they're both going to come right up to you. And they are going to try to attack you. Isn't that nice of them? All right. Let's see. Oh, wait. I'm rolling the wrong die. Here we go. No, I'm not. I'm correct. Ah, what is your parry?
Parry is a 5.
Okay, so one of them, the little girl, tries to swipe at you, and now that she's closer, both of them are closer, they smell like rot. They are falling apart. There are pieces of them that just are missing. She tries to swipe at you with what looks like dirty, broken nails, but she misses. The other one is going to try to do the same. Ooh, the other one aced it.
No!
So you said your parry was a 5.
Yeah.
So they got a 9. That's not with a raise. They did hit. So let's see if they can do anything else to you. Oh boy. Okay. And your toughness is what?
A 7.
A 7. Yeah. So this other one tries to slice you as well, and it's able to get a hold of some of your clothes, but it doesn't get through it. You're safe this time. But you do notice that as all of this is happening, and Leander, you and Hadrian also notice 4 more creatures have started to pull themselves up out of the ground, and they are starting to make their way over to you.
What are
Next
these
up,
creatures, Megan?
what are they?
Yeah.
You're not sure, but they look like people who were previously dead. Leander, what would you like to do?
I'd like to take a few steps back from Bertram being attacked so I can get a better, as close, as good aim as I can. I know I'm going to take a -2 to this, but I'm going to aim at one of them is what's it called? They've been hit once, right? What is it called?
One of them is shaken. Yeah, the
Shaken.
non-little
That's what it
girl
is.
is
Sorry.
shaken. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wanna aim at that one.
Okay.
Good.
All right. So I will say, and I don't think this is what you're saying, there is actually an aim function that you can do, although it takes a while. I assume that's not what you're saying.
That's not what I was saying. Yeah.
That's totally fine. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't.
No, thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah.
So he takes.
Yeah.
He has his bow. He draws the string back. He got. And it's -2. Yeah, he got it.
Yes.
Actually, I'm gonna spend a Benny.
Okay.
Or a reroll.
Spending
I'm gonna
Benny.
spend my. Can I spend a
reroll? Yeah,
instead?
of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for the reroll. That is going to be a 7 - 2, 5.
5. Yeah, that is a hit. So roll your damage.
My damage here. I got a 2 plus 2.
A 2. Yeah, so you take your time, you aim, you shoot, and it looks like you do hit, but it goes like, it's like it just pulls off a little bit of skin and doesn't really seem to phase the thing. All right. Next round. 8 of hearts for Hadrian. Make sure I'm keeping proper track of this here. I've got my fancy little clothespins is what I'm trying to say. Okay. 3 of clubs for Bertram. A king of spades for Leander. And for our friends, they got a joker. So that means
no Benny for all
that,
of us. Yay!
Nope.
No.
But my friends here, they can go at any time, and they have a +2. And so they are, in fact, going to go. The 2 that are on you currently, Bertram, are going to try to attack again. They also have a gang up bonus, which I didn't add last time. But let's see, can they do anything? First one, 2, let's see, +1, +3, so it's a 5. You said your parry is a 5?
That's right.
Yep, okay, so that's gonna hit. Oh boy. Okay, they aced it on their damage. So that is 8, 9. You said you had a 7?
Yep.
For your toughness? Yeah, so that's going to shake you. You're now shaken. Now the little girl is going to try to attack you as well. But actually, that was the little girl. We're going to say the other one is going to try to attack you, but that one is shaken, so needs to unshake first. Let's see if they can do it. They did not unshake, so they will not attack this go. Now, these other 4 are starting to come closer, and I'm going to say one of them is going to get all the way over to Leander. 2 of them are going to go over to Bertram, and one of them is going to head towards Hadrian. But they're only going to be able to get there. They're not going to do damage. And in fact, as you all see this happening, there are 6 more that start to pull themselves up out of the ground, and they start to make their way towards you. All right, that was their turn. Next up is Leander. What would you like to do? You see one coming directly for you. It's like all but right up against you, Leander.
Yeah. And more coming out of the ground. I'm going to yell to Bertram, "We need to run! We can't do this!" He's going to say that as his action for this turn. He's going to cast Entangle on the ground for the ones I guess. Let's say the ones running, or how many of them can I get in that area?
Well, that is a good point because one thing you can do is increase the range. So by spending, or no, wait.
Yeah,
I guess that's specific to it, so never mind. You can get, let's see, what does it say? This is 1.
Oh, it's +2 and
you can add area of effect. So if you wanted to add a +2, it would make it a little bit bigger. And let me tell you, if you do it as it is right now, the raise, which is, where is it? The range is smart. So I would say you could get, there is a thing that tells you could get 2 of them. If you increased it to medium, you could get 3 of them, and if you increased it to large, you could get 4.
I'm gonna do medium. That's a lot of
medium
points.
Okay. Yeah, it is. So you're gonna aim to get 3 of them.
Yeah, but I take a -2 for sight to see them. Or is that?
Technically, it's -4. Yes.
Oh, okay. I really want an 8. Oh!
Oh, did you do it?
Yes. All my wild dice, so one more.
Ooh, there you go. Whoa, another ace?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes.
4. 16.
Woo! Okay, so you have gotten 3 of them. Tell me, where did you want this to be dropped? With the one right in front of you?
I'm thinking, yeah, I wanna give us as much of a chance to run as possible. Because I'm about to run for the last part.
Okay. Okay.
So I want, yes, probably the one in front of me, and if I can get any of the one, like the one trying to get Adrian, maybe that one. I think Bertram is stronger. Yeah.
I'll say you can get the one that's going after Hadrian, and the one Hadrian, and the one that is one of the ones that's heading towards Bertram. So I'll say you could get those 3. You successfully did, and they are in fact bound, which is a lot hard because you got a raise, which is a lot harder for them to get out of it, and they can't do anything. So I'm gonna say these guys are bound. All right, that was awesome. Did you want to move?
I want to run as fast as I can.
Okay.
Like for as much movement as I can. My speed, my pace.
Your full pace. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Great turn. Okay, that means next up is Hattie. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I hear. I was gonna say, I see all that. I'll see all that happening. I hear.
Yeah. You got it.
I hear Leander just shout that as well too, and I hear the brambles and everything kind of gather up and inhibit some of these from start moving. And I want to reach down into my pouch, and I pull out just a little vial that I have on me. I want to uncork it, and I want to chuck it at a tree. And as I do, and as it explodes, you see both of his hands, his fingers start to glow as I want to try to cast illusion. With all the water that has hit up against the tree, with any light that's coming down, and I want to try to create. Well, actually, let's see how good it goes in there, because if I ace it once, I get sound with it, and if I ace it a second time, it's a stronger one, I do believe. So a smart roll to disbelieve it is at a -2.
Okay.
I want to try to cast some illusionary fun, and let's see if the dice like me. I got one explosion! Thank you, creatures! Yes!
So
that's a total.
So
that's a 9.
Sorry, that's a 9. For sound, you just have to add an additional power point. So you'd spend 1 additional power point if you want that.
Okay, so I will add 1 additional power point to that. And what you see is I want to create a visual of like that same little girl, but give her like more like skin on her face, and I want her just to like look up at the sky and just start to scream as loud as she can to try to draw their attention where all this noise is happening. And then I just want to be like, zip! And I'm going to dip out as well too, but I can move slightly faster than Leander. I'm going to go slightly past him. It's like, I got those longer legs!
You can indeed, yeah, go a little bit faster. Huh. This is interesting. Okay, so let's see. What was it you said, a smarts roll?
Yes, it is a smarts roll as a free action. Those who contact it or doubt its make or doubt it, they make a smarts roll as a free action. If successful, the individual is no longer subjected to it.
Not entirely sure how this will work, but I'm going to give these guys a -2 because they're not very smart. Okay, well, they got a 1. So, yeah, you see all of them kind of look around, and they see this girl kind of screaming, and they just kind of stare at her. So I'm going to say, for the purposes of this, because you rolled so well, this is not usually how it would go, but I'm going to say that you essentially, for this one round, have shaken them. So for them to act just on this next round, they will have to unshake. After that, then I'm going to say that's not true anymore. So this is something I'm making. And yeah, you're able to turn around and run away. The other one that was in front of you is bound anyway, so it can't do any damage to you. Yeah, so that's awesome. Good job. All right, next up is Bertram. Bertram,
yes.
All of a sudden, there is this girl who you're pretty sure is right here, but she doesn't look quite as dead as she does next to you, who is just absolutely screaming. Now, I'm going to say, because you don't necessarily know, I assume, that Hadrian has cast an illusion, that you can roll, make a smarts roll to see through it, if you would like.
I will try. It's also not my specialty. That's got a 5.
Oh, yeah, you succeed. So you see that this is happening, and you kind of put 2 and 2 together, and you think that that's not real. You're not entirely sure why, but you're pretty sure. So, what would you like to do?
I would like to attempt again to cast Protect. I'm going to try to cast a spell to arm myself. This time I'm not going to try to do anything from there.
I believe if you cast a spell in combat like that, you're going to take a negative to the casting. I'm gonna have to. I'm just gonna give you a -1 right now because I don't remember specifically what it is, but I think it might be that. Just so you know, if you're directly in combat like that.
And how many people are next to me right now? Is it the girl and the first weird guy?
4 of them, but one of them is bound, so they're not going to count for, yeah.
Oh boy.
And there were 6 more coming, or something.
Yeah, I know. But if I try to run away, I'm going to take an attack from all of them. Decisions.
Indeed.
I mean...
Don't giggle, Megan.
I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna try it.
Okay, go for it. Make a spellcasting roll, -1.
Right. I aced it.
Woo! There you go.
Yes, I got a 6.
6. All right, that's a success.
Yes. So I touch my belt, which is made out of an animal I've killed. And the hair starts to grow all up my arms and up my neck. And my skin hardens, and I've cast Skin of the Beast. And I think I can use a second power point to boost it. That true?
Yeah, if it has a modifier that would allow you that, then yeah. There are the general modifiers, and then each spell, some of the spells have their own specific modifiers as well. And it does look like you could do more armor with an additional +1, which will give you 4 points of armor. It basically at your toughness.
Right. What about if I boost toughness and not armor? That'll give me a +2 to toughness, so that'll bring my toughness up to a 9?
2 points of armor. I don't entirely know what it is you're asking.
Oh, so it's got those two options. I can either add more armor, or I can use, instead of armor, I can choose toughness and add +2 to
So
my
it's
toughness.
the same thing. Armor is basically upping your toughness.
Okay.
It's,
But I suppose
the reason
it's
why
not
it's
massive.
the reason why it's separated like that is because some weapons have armor piercing, and that is calculated differently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
I will up my toughness, and then I will say, "Where are you guys running? We've got them right where we need them."
I see.
If
what
Diana
you were
was here,
saying,
she could
though.
totally take out the kid, for sure.
Yeah.
Just to clarify what you were saying, because I see that you have a modifier that basically gives you just toughness as opposed to armor. So what that would look like in that instance is that if somebody had armor piercing, it wouldn't work. That's basically the difference. Yeah, that's where I was confused. Okay. Yeah. So you're staying where you are then?
That's right.
All right.
Because I am overconfident.
Indeed, I like it. Okay.
All
right,
I'll
so-
say, "Where are you guys going?"
Where are you going? It's fun. Okay. Next round. For Adrian, it's a 7 of diamonds.
Diamonds.
For Bertram, it's a 9 of hearts. For Leander, it's a 3 of spades. And for all of our lovely friends, it is a 10 of spades. So that means first up will be our friends, these lovely undead folks. So yeah, there are 3 of them that are bound and just seem kind of confused by that. There is one that is shaken, that is right next to you, Bertram. Let's find out if it can unshake. Oh, wrong die. It cannot. It is still shaken. It doesn't know what it's doing. Okay, but the little girl is going to try to swipe at you. I said there were 4. One of them is bound, so she's only getting a +2 right now, I believe. I believe that is correct. And she got a total of 4, which is not enough to hit you, so she slices, and it's almost like that skin that has grown, the fur that has grown onto you, it's like she can't break through it. Another one is going to try, same thing, slice at you, and same thing. It's just like they can't quite figure out how to get through there. There now are 4 more that are coming to surround you. A few more are going past you, running after Leander and Hadrian, and I did say that they would all be shaken for this round, which I didn't go off with, but none of the rest of them are going to attack you. A few of them are still distracted by the little girl illusion, and that's all that they're going to do this round. All right, so that means next up it is you, Bertram.
Oof.
Get out of there.
I want to, but I can't. All right, I'm going to. I'm gonna try to attack 2 of them. I'm gonna try to make 2 attacks.
Okay, so are you attacking with your tomahawks?
Yes, I will pull out my tomahawk.
So that means that you are going to be at a -2 for the first one, and I believe you'll be at a -4 for the second one. This is something that I didn't do before, but you have an offhand penalty because you're using your non-dominant hand on that second one.
It's okay. Don't worry, Megan.
Oh, I'm not worried.
Because I'm overconfident.
Yeah,
okay.
definitely.
I mean, if you didn't think I was overconfident before, this is proving it. I guess I'm gonna try to kill the little girl. I guess this,
Okay,
that's
I like
the
it.
only.
Gotta step up when Diana's not here and killing kids. There you go. Or killing kids that are already dead.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That is a 5 minus 2 would be a 3, so I think I should spend a penny.
Ah,
again.
okay. Go for it.
Arts.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
What happened?
You
It's,
didn't roll
Uh-oh.
2 ones, did you? No. No!
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Yeah. So, you go to try to attack. You're feeling really confident. And that tomahawk just goes out of your hand and goes flying. You see it spin, and it lands near the tree, but nowhere near you, and not in anything else.
Can I switch my other tomahawk to my good hand then, since it's free?
Not
No.
in this round.
Ooh, this is a -4, you said.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh,
He's so overconfident.
Yeah, that's a lot of confidence there.
I'm
It's a
over
bad
confident.
hindrance.
I think I'm gonna spend my last penny.
Oh boy, okay. Oh no. No?
It's just I just didn't get it.
Okay. All right. So you're thrown off a little bit when you just like your grip just slips on your first tomahawk and it goes and it kind of you were in the middle of attacking with the other one and it throws you off and you lose your concentration and just barely go past one of these undead that are attacking you. Is there anything else? Would you like to move or anything like that?
I guess I'm gonna use this opportunity not to run, but to go grab my other tomahawk or start my way over there.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna
So-
say, I could really use some help.
Yeah.
So you're going to go into where everyone is, but you're trying to go around. So I'm just going to say the only people you have to directly go past are just the 3 here. And they're technically, because of the illusion, in this round, like I said, they're technically shaken. So I'm going to make these 3 have to try and unshake before they can give you that attack of opportunity. Because that is what I said. So let's try it. They have notoriously been bad at unshaking. That one didn't do it. Neither did that one. One more.
Good.
Also did not unshake. I need to use a different die. All right, so
See,
they all seem so confused by
You
what's
run past
happening.
and I
There's a
just
little
go,
girl
"Help."
screaming. Yeah, you did indeed help. So you are able to get away from all of these, even though they're trying to grab you and hold on to you. Just kind of like their hands slip off, and you can't quite get to the tomahawk this round, but you are heading that direction. All right, next up is Hattie. What would you like to do?
I just hear Bertram yelling that he needs help and everything, and then I see him like running towards where his axe. Could I make it over there in one movement? Because I am quicker.
You were already heading the other direction, so if you
Accurate.
ran and you got if you get a 7 or 8, because your run die is a D8, right?
Yeah, I've got a pace of 8.
If you get a 7 or an 8 on that die to run this round, then I'll say you can get there. Otherwise, you're just
Okay.
not gonna quite get there.
Okay. Well, I know how Bertram thinks, so yeah, I'll roll my D8, see if I can get there on a 7 or 8.
Okay.
No! I'm gonna use a reroll. A 6.
Okay, re-roll it.
Reroll that one. I'm gonna use my final reroll.
Okay.
That's an 8. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Yes. So you can move the absolute full pace that you could go running, and you are able to get all the way there and grab that tomahawk. But that's all you can do this turn, and now you are in the midst of a whole lot of zombies.
I was farther
All right.
I'm holding it up. I'm like, see, I helped.
Next is Leander. You have seen Hattie pass you by and then turn around and go right back all the way to this big giant tree in the midst of all of these zombies or undead or whatever they are.
He's going to mumble under his breath. Oh my god, you idiot. But he's not going to leave them. If I understand correctly, I can spend one of my last 2 bennies to replace some of my PowerPoint, right?
Yes, you can spend a Benny to grant you 5 power points. Indeed. Do you want to spend both of them?
No, not both. Not
Just
both.
one? Okay.
I need one at least to try to pull off what I'm trying to pull off.
Yeah. All right, I like it.
All right. So, let me make sure that my math is correct. I have 2 PowerPoints left. 5. I need plus 3. So I need 5. Yeah. So I'm gonna use a PowerPoint to use all of those points to do a large blast template of Entangle.
Okay. So this.
So he's gonna turn around, mumble under his breath, and look at everybody, all the creatures.
So let me ask you, because you already had Entangle that I think was still up. Are you essentially trying to grab a few more into it?
Yes, I'm trying to help my crazy friends as much as I can.
Okay.
So I have 1 penny left. I don't like this. And by that I mean I'm having an amazing time. This is awesome. So I'm gonna cast a Entangle again. This time with 5 power points for the large blast template.
Okay.
Alright, that's with a -2, right? Or
yeah, it would technically be a -4. Yes.
okay,
For
so
vision.
-4.
Yes.
I will use my Benny if I can't do it, and who knows what will happen. So he turns around, takes a deep breath. We are going to re-roll that. Benny.
Okay.
No.
I'm trying, you guys. Please. Ooh, okay.
Good numbers.
It did. 8, 9, 10, 11 minus 4. 11 minus 4.
11 minus 4. Yeah, that's oh, my brain is not gonna work. That's an 8.
Yeah,
No, a 7.
That's an 8. 7. Yeah. I'm bad at math.
Yeah. 7. And 2. That's great. Well, I'll be bad at math together.
So yes. So it goes off.
Yeah, that is a success. It's not with a raise, but
Right.
yes, you are able to essentially, let's see, you had 3 before, so large is going to do 4. So you're able to grab 1 more of them. I'm going to say it was one of the ones that was over by Bertram as well, since it was right nearby, and that one is just entangled and not bound. So yeah, good job.
So
Would you like
there
to
are 4
move?
of them. How many of them are there still running around?
So there's a total of 12. You have
Yeah.
4 of them relatively contained. Yeah. The rest are still running about.
And how many are after me now?
It looks like there were about 3 or 4 that were headed your direction that then got a little confused when Hadrian ran through them, but still seem like they're kind of figuring out which way to go.
All right. Well, I mean, I can't really run away now because I'm by myself and these things will kill me. So I'm going to run over to the rest of my friends as much as I can, and I take it that puts me in the line of some of them, so.
Yeah, that'll put you right in the middle of a good handful of them.
As much
All right.
around as I can go.
Okay. Sounds good. I like it. All right, next round. First up is a 4 of hearts for Hadrian. And we've got a 6 of diamonds for Bertram. And for Leander, it's a 9 of spades. And for our friends, they get a jack of clubs.
Oh,
Would
jeez.
anyone
I thought
like
you said
to reroll? Or redraw? Oh, no joker this go.
Yeah.
Would anyone like to redraw using a Benny? No good? Okay,
Don't have any Benny.
so that means they are going to go first. So at this point, let's see. There are, I'm going to say 4 that are right around, well, there's probably, let's say there's 6 that are right around both Hadrian and Bertram, and they're going to go after both of you. And the rest of them are either bound. There are 4 of them that are bound, but there are a few others that are kind of in the middle, starting to make their way towards Leander. So I'm going to have 3 attack Bertram, 3 attack Hadrian. Let's see if they are capable. We'll start with Bertram. Ho! That is an ace.
Whoa.
10 total. What is your parry? It's a 5, right?
5.
Yeah, so that was a success with a raise. So they will get an extra d6 on this for a total of 9. What is your toughness right now?
It is 9.
Okay, so then they will shake you. All right, the next one is gonna go. It's gonna get a 3. But they do have gang up, which I didn't give them. That's okay. So in this 4, 5. So 5 total. That's gonna hit you. And then let's see if they can do any damage. Ooh, they aced it. 7. They aced it again. 7. Oh, 7 plus.
Did you change die?
I didn't. Well, this one I've been going back and forth, but 7 plus 6, 15. And okay, so that's a total of 16. What is your current toughness with all of your additions right now? What is your number?
9. That's a 7.
So 9, 16. So that was only 1 raise, so you would get a wound. You would just get 1 wound here. You could soak it if you have any bennies.
I don't have any.
Okay, so that means you're going to take the wound. So one of them does come over and just is finally able to slice, kind of goes for your neck and is able to slice through a little bit. Doesn't feel great. All right, next up, there was one more that I believe was going to try to hit you. And, oh, it did because it got a 5. All right, let's see if it's able, oh gosh, it aced it. Oh, it aced again. 8, 12. Oh boy. 15. 15, so we're going 9 to 15. That's going to be 1 raise. That will do another wound to you, so you now have 2 wounds from these zombies. All right, the other 3, we're going to go after Hadrian. First one. Oh gosh, they aced it. What is your, oh gosh, they aced it again. What is your parry, Hadrian? A 2?
My parry's only a 2.
Yeah. 2. Okay, that was a total, yeah, that was high. So they are gonna get an additional d6 on this damage roll. Which, oh boy, okay. 8, 11, that's 11 total. What is your toughness?
5.
5. Okay, so 5, 11. That is 1 raise. It's going to shake you and do a wound. Would you like to spend a Benny to try and soak it?
Yep.
All right, make your vigor roll.
Okay. That's a 4. That's an explosion. Okay, a 5.
That is a success. They come in really hot, and you're able to move out of the way fast enough not to get hit. All right, here comes another one. 4. That's gonna hit you, but not with a raise. Yeah. Okay, for 6 damage. What your parry was? What again? A 4?
My parry's a 2.
A 2.
Parry's a 2. Toughness is a 5.
All right, that's not a raise, so it's just going to shake you. So you're now shaken. 1 more to attack. Got a 4. That will get through. Let's see what damage they do. Oof. Okay, 7. They aced it. 8. 8.
Oh.
You said it was a 4, so that will be with a raise. Do you want to soak it?
Yeah, I'll use my final Benny to try to soak it.
All right. Make that vigor roll.
No! There we go! Take that explosion! 6! Ah!
Yeah.
Use
That speed is coming in handy. You're able to dodge, duck. You do not take any wounds this round. All right, good job. A bunch of them that I'm going to say another 3 are going to walk over and getting a lot closer to you, Leander, but they can't attack this go. All right. Next up is Leander. What would you like to do?
I want to run away from those ones.
You can make if you want
I want to
make
run.
a run roll and just run.
Yeah, my plan is to, where they are, where all of my friends are, I'm gonna run past them as fast as or try to run as fast as I can. I take it there are monsters over there somewhere, right?
Make
So how do I do that?
1d6 roll. Just 1d6. It's not gonna ace. And tell me what you get.
3.
A 3. So you're gonna add that 3 to whatever your pace is, which I assume is a 6. That means you can move 9. So you're able to get away. You're running. Tell me again. You said are you running towards where
I'm running
Bertram and
past them.
Hadrian are? Just
Yeah, where they are.
Running
Yeah,
past
I want to run over there
Okay.
and run past as much as I can.
Okay.
Probably not.
Run past. Make a notice roll at no penalty.
Oh, okay. Notice. That's gonna be a 2. All of a great 2.
All right. All you can think about is trying to get away. That's all you can think about. All right. Nice go. Next up is Bertram. What would you like to do, Bertram?
I'm gonna try to attack one of these to make a hole. I think it might be time to leave. It might be.
To leave. Okay. All right. I like
it might be.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Now I lost my fighting. There it is. That is a 4.
A 4. All right. So you were trying to attack one of them, and you try to hit them, and you just seem to hit in a spot. You hit them, kinda, but it just doesn't quite seem to work. They're moving so much that kind of slides off.
Dang it. Okay. I guess I'll say to Marth, we can't let Leander wander on his own in the woods. Let's go.
So you're gonna take off?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Here come a few attacks of opportunity here. All right. First one is only a 4.
I take that back. Megan,
Oh, yeah?
I forgot. I'm shaken. I need to try to make my bigger roll, right?
Spirit roll.
Spirit. I might not be going anywhere. Oh no, I made it.
Okay, good. All right. First one didn't get you. Second one didn't get you. And neither did the third. You are able to get out of there. They tried to, but you're too slippery. They can't get a hold of you, and you're able to take off. All right. Make me a notice roll at no. Well, you didn't have penalties anyway. Make me a notice roll.
Yes, ma'am. That is aced at 9, but minus 1 because I'm wounded 8.
As you start to take off, you notice that it looks like there's some light coming up through the trees. Hadrian, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Hadrian has realized that he is breathing the most that he has been since Bertram told him to start breathing a long while ago. okay, time to run. And is there any skill that I can use to try that helps trying to get through it easy, trying to get out of like being ganged up easily, or it's just running, moving out of?
It's an edge that you can take called extraction, but you have to take it with an advance.
Cool. I'll spend both my power points to take it. How about
what I will say though is you can defend. So if you would like to defend that, let me see if I can find where it is in here. You can focus all your energy.
I just want to run.
You don't want to defend? Okay, you can still run.
No.
You can still run.
Oh, okay.
It gives you a bonus. So basically, this increases parry by 4. You can move normally. You can't run though. So if you did that, you wouldn't be able to run, but you would get a +4 to your parry. You could still move. You just can't go. You could only go 8. Your regular pace.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I'm just he ducks down, just like covers his head, takes his stick, pushes it forward, and just goes. Ah! Just starts running forward.
I like it.
Yeah,
All right.
defensively, making himself tinier to run through.
So your parry is at a 6 right now, and let's see if these guys can get through it. Oh, that one aced.
Oh.
Okay. All right. But that was, we'll see, 6-3. But it wasn't enough to get a raise, and they only did 3 damage. They didn't even get through. All right.
Oh, good.
Here goes another one. Not enough to get through your parry, and neither on that one. So they all, one of them almost gets a hold of you, but you're able to kind of, it's like it gets a hold of your clothes. You're able to just kind of rip free, and you take off. All right.
Yeah, just go, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me.
So as you start running, you two now, it is both you and Leander. Everyone notices that it looks like the sun is starting to come up. And as you take off, you notice there are a few of these creatures in front of you, and they start to fall to the ground. It's almost like the ground starts to pull them under, and they start to get sucked back in as they are grasping ahead or trying to hold on or pull on these vines that are wrapped around their legs. They all start to suck in, and the whole area starts to change. Even the tree itself starts to look different, starts to look more grotesque, and it almost has this glowing green glow about it, with these veins of this faint green. You don't even know what it is, just something you can kind of see the light in the midst of everything that is happening. And as the sun starts to rise and these things start to disappear, you notice a figure underneath the tree that wasn't there before. And this figure, this person, well, actually, let me stop right here. A lot has changed all of a sudden. What would you all like to do?
Are the crazy things that were just attacking us still chasing us?
No. I mean, in fact, when you look back, they're gone.
I guess I would, like to stop Hadrian and Leander, and catch our breath and check out this figure underneath the tree.
Okay. So once you all take a moment, you look around, you don't see anyone, and you look at this figure under the tree, and in fact, you recognize this person. They look incredibly injured, but it happens to be Tia Magnus, which is one of the elders. She seems unconscious.
Leander would want to check her vitals and see if there's anything he can do, like if there are any cuts or wounds.
Okay, make a healing roll.
Four.
A 4. Yeah, that's a success. So, looking over Tia, you do see that, she looks quite worse for the wear. Very injured, but you are able to do just a little bit of quick first aid and patch her up a little bit. And as you do, she actually starts to awaken, and Tia is she's sort of, there is an older elder, a middle sort of aged elder, and a younger one, and this is the one in the middle, and you all know her as the very playful and sweet and compassionate one of the bunch. And she kind of comes to, and she looks at each of you, and she says, oh, it's you. It's I don't know how I got here, but I'm so glad to see you. Oh, Leander. And she kind of puts a hand. Thank you for can you all please help me get out of this horrid place? Please.
Of course. You bet.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. And that is where we will end this evening. Our witches here have found one of the elders. Good job, everyone.
That was very stressful.
Oh, just the teeniest bit stressful. Yeah. All right. Well, let's take a quick jump over here and see if anybody's new come in. We don't have anything new, just Turtle Doll who recently followed. I want to thank my cast for a great episode. I would like to thank all of you out there for joining us this evening. Let's go around real quick and tell everyone where they can find you and who you are. Let's start with you, Adam.
Yeah, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Adam Khan. You can find me here every Tuesday night for the next, 8 weeks on Harbingers. And also next week over on the Norse Foundry channel, you can find me and Diana in our season finale of Fenrir Rising. We have another special guest coming in next week, and it's going to be somebody. That lady?
Me.
It's probably that lady. It's going to be Megan hanging out with us for our season finale over there. It's going to be loads of fun. And then also find me messing with everybody on Paizo's Secrets of Magic Paizo channel tomorrow night as well, too. Making them go crazy.
Oh, nice.
Yay.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Philip, tell us where they can find you on the in-between, who you are. Who are you?
I'm Philip Rossi. You can find me on the Instagram at Philip J. Rossi. If you just want to see occasional pictures of me, and mostly pictures of my beautiful wife, because that's all I post. But you can find me in person again next Tuesday night here at Harbingers.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. And Randy?
Hey, I'm Randy Alvarenga. I was going to say, who am I? But I answered.
Who am I?
And you can find me on Twitter at Roller Raja. That's ROLLER RAJA. And Instagram at RAJA012 or 007. Wait, I don't remember my account.
012. You're right.
012.
I learned everybody's handles real hard running social media, so you're right.
Cool.
Thank you very much. And you can find me at Meghan Caves, MEGHANCAVES on Twitter and Instagram, Meghan Caves Actor on Facebook. And yeah, I'm going to be over on Norse Foundry's Fenrir Rising on the Monday the 23rd. Come and see a character who's been there before is going to come back and do some fun stuff. I don't know what you all have shared, so I don't want to give anything away. But check that out. Also, you can indeed find us back here Tuesday night, 6 p.m. for more Harbingers to find out what's happening next. Diana will be returning next week, so get excited for that. And also, I will be running a show for Gen Con. I'm not going to Gen Con, but it will be online. You can get tickets for that right now. It is Mysterium. So if anyone has watched any of my Mysterium shows over at Savage Worlds, over at Saving Throw, you would recognize one of the players here who's been in almost all of them. The great Vano here, Philip Rossi, has also played in it before. But tune in for that. That is another Savage Worlds show. It is based on the board game Mysterium. It takes place in the 1920s with a bunch of psychics. Very much, same tone. I always do these kind of haunting horror tones, trying to investigate something spooky. So that will be on September 16th at 10:30 a.m. You can get tickets right now. They are absolutely free. This is through Saving Throw Show, so if you go over there, check them out, you will be able to find that link. I'll be posting it as well. Getting tickets goes a long way to help show Gen Con that people want us there. So please get a ticket if you are going to join us for that. Thank you very much.
And it's 10:30 a.m. Pacific, right, Megan? Like it could be a better
10:30
time
a.m.
for you.
Pacific. Yes, indeed, 10:30 a.m. Pacific. So I
If
hope
you live
to
somewhere
see
else,
y'all
it could be
there.
great.
It's true. It's very true. It's a different time than normal. Yeah, I think that's it. Again, I want to thank you all for supporting us. It really, really means a lot. This is a show that we've put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into already, and we can't wait to put more into it. And you all being here and supporting us here on YouTube, in the coming podcast, on social media, it all means a whole lot. Well, that's another thing I should also mention. Follow the DAT Network on social media at the DAT Network, and follow Harbingers at Harbingers RPG. Those are the same across Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. That's where you can keep up with all of the great information. Check out our YouTube, check out the VODs. There's a lot of backlogs for the DAT Network as well. I think I've covered it all. Thank you guys again. We will say good night. Good night, everybody. Or good morning if you're somewhere else. Or afternoon. Bye.